kick off Week 6 with a great Thursday night matchup, as it'll be the Arizona Cardinals taking on the New England Patriots. About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night prime time. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
60 by 60.
On the ground, this is Devon Achane. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
70 Timberwolves. Ready.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He'll dump this off to Achane. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right in the yard. Charles, Thursday night game. I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one. And the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
It's complete. He finds Falk here. And he'll get nothing out of that one. So the completion gets him just a yard. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready.
He'll drop to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Roman Wilson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cards put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Footing always a concern, but the extra points up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He'll get that to his tight end, Theo Johnson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down.
Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
Back to throw now on first down. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up second.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Back to throw. Pass complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 22 yards there, a first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down. Carry. The Patriots hit 2-3 here to begin the new season. They were winners the last time out, so they'll be looking here to make it 2 in a row.
And when you and I watched tape preparing for this, what we saw was a team that competed hard, and they played well in all 3 phases of the game. And I think if they can carry that over to this week, they've got a really good chance to emerge victorious yet again.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Now back to throw. That's to the tight end home. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 27-yard line. Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive.
Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4-4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
They'll set up to throw. He gets it left side of Johnson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown.
Theo Johnson.
A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Patriots respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. A dangerous return man showing it here. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
Get it.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Looking for Campbell downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. You can look at this Patriots defense. And they've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Come on. Panther. 60 by 6. 60 by 19 Lions. Trap 60. Trap 60. Go.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He'll try and do this himself. He opted to go with the scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big 3rd down play, and they did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it, and he doesn't get there, which brings up a big 4th down call.
Here's Lane. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And the Patriots take over. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do. So I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. Start of the 2nd quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their 1st series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
This is taken at the 23. A very good return there, giving it even 20 yards. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week. And you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
2nd and 6.
Ready.
H-Chan here, they stay on the ground. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Cardinals. Devon H-Chan hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 14-7. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Pats at the line, ready to go. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
They're going to look to throw. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Credit that sack to Marcus Davenport. The Patriots send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And that will come the offense as they take over. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right. I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
Right back to Achane on 2nd down. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. Big strides. Look at him go. Touchdown, Cardinals. So that's about as fortuitous of a bounce as you're going to find as it's scooped up and taken in for the touchdown.
And I love how you use the word fortuitous there, because as that popped up, he just happened to be in the right place, grabbed it, and found his way into the end zone.
Sanders on for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
They'll look to throw here. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger game.
A yard, all they need, but it's 3rd down.
Here we go, set.
They'll drop to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, first down.
And a nice job by the two of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the first down.
Left side here taken in by Metcalf. A gain of 8 there on the play. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
60 Bison.
Up the middle. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And this is recovered by the Cardinals.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Cardinals. Devon Achane with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Sanders now to add the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Patriots 7.
The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20.
20-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Right now, they're on the wrong end of the scoreboard, and that won't change if this drive ends like the last one when they had that lost fumble. So you have a feeling taking care of the football is certainly paramount right now.
Yeah, it's not just the guy who dropped it on the last drive, is it? That means everyone who might touch the ball is getting the same message. Guys, ball security, paramount. Let's take care of it, and if we do, we've got a chance to put points on the board.
Ready? 18 Cardinal, 18.
2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. And they will score. It's a pick six for the Cardinals touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And a rout is on here in this first half. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Oh, good return up past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. They run the counter. It's Ortiz. And they'll take this one for about 4 to the 40.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Third down and 6.
Pass the 60. Pass the 60. Here we go. Shot. Viking,
Looking to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this will be down just inside the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
This one left side caught by Collins. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
Now Achane on 1st and 10.
They find some open field here.
And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 151 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Arizona.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Come on. Set. 18 Cardinal. Ready?
Again, it's Achane. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Franklin. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And this will be a 45-yard attempt. Sanders' kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down. Well, this defense, they've got the 4-score advantage, and you can see why they continue to bottle up the run game. And really, they've just been sharp in all facets here in this one, CD.
Yeah, they've kept that offense in check the entire game, and I think it's been led by what you just talked about, that defensive front, which has not allowed them to run the football and establish control of the line of scrimmage.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Ortiz. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down. Well, that ground game just continues to struggle to really get any momentum in this ball game, Charles. And, I mean, you're at the point here, third quarter, down 4 scores, probably going to have to put it in the air.
Oh, no question about it. So that's your only chance, your only opportunity. But think of the pressure you just put on your offensive line, because if you're a pass rusher, you're not even thinking about them running the football. All you're doing is getting into that sprinter stance and going after the quarterback.
Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
Some people call it a shuffle pass. Some people call it a shovel pass. All you're trying to do is open up the middle of the field, flip the ball forward. In this case, they didn't gain any yardage.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Here we go, set. Cougar 19.
He'll look to throw. That is caught. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I wonder if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But nice throw there for a good game.
Well, they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. And it'll be a turnover. This is going the other way.
You remember in preseason we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Caught by Wilson. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
A run straight ahead with A-Chain. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Up the middle, A-Chan. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 186 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Here we go, start. 19 Charger, 19 Charger. Go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Gets this to Campbell out on the right side. The result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
The kick by Sanders is good. And that will extend their lead even further. After that last sequence, they're sitting pretty comfortably. They force the fumble, get the field goal, and expand on that lead here in the 2nd half.
And don't expect them to rest on their laurels after that kick either. They'll keep their effort up until the final whistle. They don't consider any lead safe.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
In every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Ball on the 27. Here's a 2nd down and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Ortiz. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
And this is a nice display of belief and faith right here because he just fumbled on the previous drive, and it led to a field goal. But they definitely want him to have a short memory, and they believe he has one. So they put him right back in the fire early in the next drive.
And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That first good for 20 and a 1st down.
That's how you get back in good graces with your head coach after you fumbled the last time out. He's determined, A, to hold on to the football, and B, to run with purpose and make up for his mistake. That's a heck of a run right there.
Half the 60, half the 60.
They'll run on 1st down. Ortiz. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
Let's go.
Up the middle they go. Parrish. And he's going to be stopped up just short of the first down at the Cardinals' 37.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
3rd down and 1. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Ortiz. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down. Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Foxborough. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They could not convert, and they turn it over. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Hey, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
7-yard line.
70 Lions.
Running right, here's Achane. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Man, 206 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
60 Bison.
Achane gets it from the gun. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. It's Jervon Dexter who got in to drop him. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds, back near their own 20.
At their own 23-yard line.
Hold it ready.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Ortiz. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he fires one, but incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
19, Charger, 19.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. Then the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
Out of the gun, here's a give to Achane. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and the big yardage all night long.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That kind of looked like a defense fed up by being gashed in the running game all night.
Yeah, and imagine their coach saying, if you're fed up on that play, where were you the rest of the time? What took you so long? But flip it over to the offensive side. They've been dominating this thing, and to finally have a play go against them, that's not something that's going to make them feel very good this evening.
On 3rd down, Achane. Fighting down inside the 25. And he will be very close to a 1st down. I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
That was a good explosive run right there. And it brings up an interesting little dilemma, doesn't it? 4th and inches. Got to decide what they want to do now. Not sure they expected to be in this situation with what they were facing on 3rd down.
Sanders' kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he returns this to the 22. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Second and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Ortiz. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. That second down play nets a -4.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
So here's a 3rd and 14.
Liking 18. Go.
They'll try the left side. Ortiz. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they can pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
Here we go.
They'll try and run for it. And, oh, my goodness, he loses it again. And the Cardinals have got it going the other way. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times. And what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Ready.
And they will take a knee here. Well, partner, under the lights in prime time, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for the Cardinals, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for New England, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem them.